Alright, so we're back with a little bonus footage. This is in connection with our Gone Girl review or discussion. So I wanted to get Anthony's opinion on some of these online comments about Gone Girl. Because there's a lot of people that feel the same way I do, I guess.
Let's hear them.
So this one said, an enormous junk heap of illogic and nonsense. And this one said, astonishingly bad plot. I cannot believe people like this. Utter tripe.
Utter tripe, I like that one.
People who like this movie should never be allowed on IMDb again.
Really? Wow.
Wish I had missed it. Horrible. The movie was just so unrealistic that it sucked. What a terrible lump of trash. I am baffled by the good reviews. Sad commentary on film today. I'm not even skipping any.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm just reading right down the line.
This is, wow.
Almost as terrible as the book. Okay, 1. If Fincher was looking to outdo himself, he has succeeded 10 out of 10.
That was me.
David Fincher does it again. So, I mean, there's a million of comments, so I'm not going to do them all, but...
I mean, to me, it all comes down to people having self-awareness about what they really do, you know? Like, and to some people, maybe they think that it's unrealistic, or maybe they just don't want to acknowledge that they have that dark side inside of them. And that's what I think it is.
Everybody has that dark past.
I think they do. Like, we all have those bad thoughts sometimes, you know? And it all really depends on if we act on it or not. And I mean, for her, she just did. Mm-hmm. And I mean, nobody really knew that she did that. I mean, nobody really knows what goes on inside of a home or something like that, you know? I mean, everybody could be totally different. Like, on the outside, in whatever view, people might be looking one way, but in the inside, they could be totally different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, none of those people on there are credible.
No,
it just made me laugh a little bit when I was reading them.
Yeah, those make me laugh anyway.
So we didn't touch on the cheating in the relationship.
Yeah, the two big parts of the movie. Mm-hmm. The cheating, which was a really big thing, because like you really think that he didn't do anything, and then you find out that he cheated, and then it changes your whole...
And she caught him too.
Yeah, and it changes your whole entire like opinion of Nick so quickly. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really great part of. And then
somehow he was able to turn it around, but they don't really show it.
I know. Well, I mean, they did show the interview that he did.
A little bit.
And I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was... He played his cards right there.
Yeah. And of course she came forward.
Yeah, of course.
Like they always
like
do.
A nun.
Just like, yeah.
All buttoned up and didn't do anything bad.
But yeah, he was really letting... Like, he's lucky, like, that's all that happened, because...
Yeah.
Right when he was in the thick of it, like, she came over to his sister's house.
God.
And, like, there's still people were watching him, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it could have been a
And then he let her stay the night,
I know,
which is just, why?
Right.
But...
And she's just a child.
Basically
like a child.
Student.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was absurd. And that just... And it was so great for them to, like nosedive that part, and then his credibility comes back up, and then you have respect for him again, and then you lose that respect again at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It was great. And another big part, of course, was the murder that she did to Desi. And that was intense.
I understand, it was so intense, but I understand, like, her, for once in the movie, I understand her process of thinking, because like she knew she had nothing else going on. Like, she lost all her money.
Yeah.
Like,
so she had to
couldn't hide with that guy.
She got so desperate that she had to find a way to make her situation okay, and that was
it look to the public like she really was kidnapped.
Yeah. Well, actually, I thought that at that point that she didn't really expect to go back to Nick. I think that she just wanted a way so she could have money and not be uncomfortable for the rest of her life and be found out.
I don't know, though, because she drove right to his house, like, right after.
Well, I mean, she didn't have anybody else. Who else was she going to call? She couldn't call her parents.
Well, I mean, but she knew that when before she killed him. Like, what she had to have known, like,
Yeah.
after she killed him. What?
But then I think when she finally got there, that she felt like even more of a prisoner, and that it was a mistake that she even did that. So she had to find a way out, and the only way out was murdering him, which was crazy.
At least that's what she thought.
Yeah.
But I mean, she could have just
Right?
left.
She could have just left, opened the door and left.
Yeah, like she wasn't locked.
But then she was gonna be found out that she was a fraud or whatever.
Exactly.
And then that destroys her whole Amy image,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And so she's just a real messed up individual.
And then one thing, this just brings it back in my mind. Do you realize how long the blood was on her after she got back?
That was like a big thing. Like when I watched this with somebody else, like they brought that up too. They were like, "Why did nobody clean the blood off of her? Why does she still have blood on her from all that time?"
I don't know if it's just because they wanted that shower scene so bad or what. But
yeah, I mean,
like
they just wanted to see Ben Affleck's Affleck. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
That was an interesting scene. And then she made him make sure that he had no clothes on, so that way she could tell him the truth. And like, and it's funny because she went from being the prisoner, and then he went to being the prisoner now.
Yeah,
it was a nice little play.
And all of that just hinged on what they thought, like how much they thought the public cared about them.
Exactly.
Like, if they didn't care what the public thought, then the whole movie would be, I guess, a wash. But
but I mean, that's like, I mean, most people say that they don't really care what other people think, but I think that that's a lie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they definitely.
Everybody cares about the reputation.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that plays a big, huge role in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, all right, so that was a great talk.
Indeed it was.
And you guys are grateful for this bonus footage. Or you should be grateful.
Right. We'll be back.
Well, we will be back, though.